Do you ever worry that maybe men find you boring? I've heard women say that, well, I don't know, I just quit hearing from him. I think he got bored with me. And that's what we're going to talk about on this episode of Wonderful Life. Are you interesting? Hi, I'm Mary Dittman. I'm an award-winning business professor on the collegiate level and the creator of College on Fleek and One-Derful Life. One-Derful Life is my way of describing how it feels when you've made peace with being single. And I know plenty of women out there who say, I don't want a man, I don't want a relationship. I am not one of them. I want a man. I want a relationship, but I'm well over 40 and that hasn't happened for me. And for a long time, that was really a source of sadness for me because my definition of a fulfilled life includes being a wife and a mother. But I got to the point where I said, look, the singleness doesn't seem to be changing and I just want to be happy. So I better figure out how to have a great life and enjoy it, even if I'm single. And that's what Wonderful Life is about. It's not about being bitter or getting to the point where you prefer singleness. I do not prefer singleness. And it's not about resigning and giving up. It's about creating a life where you're genuinely happy because that's the kind of gig that will attract your Mr. Right. And even if he never shows up, you're going to be happy anyway. Sometimes I've heard women say that, well, maybe he just lost interest in me or maybe he got bored with me. And there's a fear that, well, maybe I just wasn't interesting enough or I was boring. And I'd like to suggest that what makes you interesting is having interests. One thing that is attractive to everybody, men, friends, the universe, everyone, is when you're passionate about something. And I'm not talking about sexual passion. I mean when you're excited about something and you're engaged and you're in the zone. For example, maybe if crafting is your passion, like I'm talking, you could be making whatever you're making and you just totally lose track of time and it seems like you've been working on it for 15 minutes and you look up and it's been 2 hours. And in that point, like you're in the zone, you're having fun, you're not thinking about anything that's bothering you, you're just creating something cool. Maybe that's how you feel about your work. Maybe it's a pet project or a hobby or an interest that you have, like maybe you're really involved in politics or the environment or a community activity. Maybe you like to collect things. Now, your goal shouldn't necessarily be to find a man who's going to be passionate about the same things you're passionate about because truthfully, he may not be passionate about vintage Tupperware or knitting or shoes, but what men really like is to know that you're passionate about something. I like to say that we're living in an entertainment culture. It seems like today people can name every Kardashian and all of their exes, but they can't name the Supreme Court justices. They know all of the gossip from what every person in the royal family or every real housewife is doing, but they can't name the political figures from their own state. I mean, do you know who the Speaker of your state house is? Do you know who your representative is in your local council, whether it's county council, city council? Do you know who your representative is to your state house? And don't feel bad if you don't know the answer, but find out. Why do men like it if a woman is interested in something? There's a few reasons. Number one, it means you have a life and you're not going to just dial in on him. When you have your own interests and your own passions, then you're not looking for him to entertain you and provide you with something to do all the time. And a smart man likes that because when you say, well, I really want to go to my yoga class, he says, cool, I can go play golf with the guys or I can do what I want to do. And listen, ladies, I've dated men who want me to be the entertainment committee. Like they don't have anything going on, so they just want me to be available all the time to entertain them. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't like it. It's a lot of pressure. And a lot of men, I think, feel that way as well. And listen, guys, I know you watch. So if you feel like I'm saying anything that's not accurate, let me know. I don't want to misrepresent you. I was dating a guy one time and he was really into photography. And then he told me he was going to sell all of his equipment. I was like, why? And he said, well, you're not into photography, so I guess I'm not going to do it anymore. Yikes. Okay, now look, that was a true statement. I don't know an f-stop from a shortstop, and I don't have any interest in photography either. I mean, like, I don't want a DSLR camera. I don't know what to do with that. You know, I don't have any interest in learning about photography. But it really panicked me when he said he was going to give up photography, because all I could think was, ruh-roh, he's going to give up this thing that he really loves, and then I'm going to be responsible for entertaining him, and I promise you at some point he's going to resent me for that. At some point I'm going to hear, well, I gave up this for you. Like, well, I didn't ask you to. And I wanted him to keep his photography hobby and go do that, like go take pictures of stuff. And yeah, maybe sometimes I might go with him, although I don't know that I would want to do that a lot. But yeah, go do your thing, go take pictures of stuff. And then while you're doing that, then I can go do the things that I'm interested in. Secondly, men like to know that you have your own interests because it gives them a glimpse into your personality. Like, if you're really excited about something, let's say you're really excited about making, homemade wreaths, to hang on the door, or Christmas wreaths or something like that. Well, when you're talking about that, and listen, he's not going to want to hear for 3 hours every detail about a wreath. But when you say, man, I really love making wreaths, or I made this really cool wreath, I'm so excited about it. When you pick me up, I'm going to show it to you. Men like it when women are happy, and they like to hear that you're excited about something and that you have something that you enjoy, and they see your face light up and your eyes sparkle and it's something really cool that they didn't have to do. You're already happy and in a good space. They like that. They want to know that you're into something other than just celebrity gossip and shoes. One of the things that I've been into for a really long time, ever since I was a little girl, is dollhouses and miniatures. Miniatures are the dollhouse furniture. And I ain't talking about a Barbie dream house. I'm talking about real wooden dollhouses. My first dollhouse, my dad and I built together. Okay, mostly my dad built the dollhouse and I watched. And I still have it. It's survived all of these years, and I'm currently refurbishing it. Now, do I think I'm going to meet a man who cares about dollhouses? No. And frankly, I don't think I want to meet a man who would like dollhouses. But if I mention to a guy, yeah, I have this dollhouse that my dad and I built together, and I'm refurbishing it, and I like all the furniture and stuff like that, and I have this vision of what I want it to look like, and I'm refurbishing it because at some point I'd like to give it to my niece, and he'll probably find it interesting that, like, wow, okay, that's cool. Now, I'm not going to go on and on and on about the dollhouse, but you never know. He might even say, hey, I know something about construction for real, so if you ever need any help on something with the dollhouse, let me know. And then third, if you're interested in something and you have some passion for it, then you probably have an opinion. And when you have an opinion on something because you know about it, you're probably not going to just change your opinion just because a man says something different. And when you stand up for your opinion, that is self-confidence, and that is the number one thing men find sexy and attractive in women is self-confidence. One of my passions is yoga, and I know a good bit about yoga. I'm certainly not an expert, but I enjoy it, and it's really important to me to practice yoga 5 to 7 days a week. So if I'm with a guy who, first of all, wants to give me a hard time because I do yoga or doesn't want me to go to my yoga classes, then I can already tell you he's not going to be the right fit for me, because while I don't need him to come with me, I'm going to go, and that's important to me. And I can talk about why yoga has been such a great thing in my life. And like I said, men might not really get it. They might be like, yeah, I don't know about yoga, whatever. But what they respect is that you have something you're interested in, and you know about it, and you can talk about it. Part of living a wonderful life is really being happy. And so you want to find things in life that make you happy, things that you enjoy doing. Maybe it's golf, maybe it's tennis, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's reading, maybe it's joining a book club, maybe it's being part of a garden club. Maybe it's trimming bonsai trees or something. Find something other than Instagram and Netflix that is going to excite you. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's learning about wine. Maybe it's collecting a belt buckle from every state in this great nation of ours. Maybe it's getting involved in politics or a community activity. You may meet your Mr. Right while you're out doing this thing that you love. Now, I would caution you, don't go out and do something because you think you're going to meet a man. That's not a genuine reason to get involved with something, and men can tell if you're there just kind of faking it because you're on the market. But find something that you're going to enjoy. And yeah, you might meet your guy there, but you might not. And that's okay, because now we're back to you're happy and you have something you enjoy. And that's what makes you interesting. Now, it can be really hard to go out and do things that you enjoy if you're struggling with a broken heart. And if that's you, you might want to check out our ABCs of Healing. That's a video program we've put together to help you get over a broken heart. It's free. You can go to bit.ly/ABCs of Healing and we'll send that to you right away. Wonderful Life is a dialogue, not a monologue, and we want to hear from you. What do you think? What makes a woman interesting? And let us know what you would like to hear about from Wonderful Life. We want to provide content that's valuable to you in your singleness. You should check out One-Derful.life.com. We post a new blog there every Friday. We have some really cute merchandise for you. You may want to join our newsletter list. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Wonderful Life.